lot of men holding large panels to talk about black women specifically. No other race of woman, mind you, just black women submitting to black men. And, I don't know if I've ever had a live basically just centered on the idea of submission. So that's what I want to talk about today as a black woman. Black women, do you think that you should submit to black men? Black men, if you think that black women should submit to you, why do you think that? What have you done collectively that will put black women in a place and position of feeling like they could trust the collective of black men to do so? Um, Number two, why are black men so obsessed with the idea of submission? I have my ideas, but I would love to hear from men, black men. And then my third question is, if black men want control and domination and submission and all of these things, why aren't they fighting for the top spot among men? Why is that not happening? Why is there, just like there's such an emphasis on submission and control and dominating the black woman, why isn't that sentiment returned for how you move in the world? Why aren't you looking for submission and domination and control over other groups of men and also against white supremacy? Why is that not a thing? Why is it only black women that you seek to control and dominate and get to submit because you know that they don't have any protection from anyone? Is that why? That you know that your so-called domination can go unchallenged and unchecked? What is the reason? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, y'all. I'm going to try to give it sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try to give it like 10 or 15 minutes, see if I can get like at least 50 people in here to talk about this, because I literally have seen 4 lives about submission, and I just, I don't know. I don't see enough black women just, I'm not even trying to be funny, asking legitimate questions that are rooted in logic and fact without emotion in it. Logically speaking, why would women do this? Black women specifically. Okay. Let's see here. Alt Media, ATL Media says, why would women have to fight for something like right now? What are you talking about? Somebody says, why would men have to fight for something they can take at any time? Black men cannot take submission from black women at any time. Like, that's not true at all. And I would like y'all to live in reality. Um, you're the on the bottom of the totem pole as far as it goes to men. So if black women were to go to the power structure and complain about this, it would be stopped immediately and you guys would be imprisoned. Number two, I wish that y'all would stop acting like there aren't a lot of black women that are armed. Did you know that black women are the fastest growing group of women that are armed? So it's okay. So if you want to say that women live comfortably or black women live comfortably because y'all allow it, it's, if anybody, it would be white men. It's definitely not you. It's definitely not black men. Respectfully, it's definitely not black men. So I need to know your race before we even have this conversation. But your name is ATL Media, so I'm assuming you're a black man. So that's what I mean. That y'all are delusional. Let's see here. Cam Camo Too Cold says another unproductive panel. Another unproductive face. Uh, your face is unproductive. Let me just hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. Do you see this? Do you see your face? Your face is unproductive. You know what I'm saying? You look like a doggone Flintstone. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to show nothing. You the one got your face out here and talking crazy. I'll be hot diggity damned if you talk about something's unproductive with your face looking like this. Like you was hit with a barrage of ugly sticks. Get out of here. Get out of my life, honestly. Please get out of here. Let me block you. All right? Because you're just too ugly for me to talk to. Bye. Okay, so he's gone. So y'all don't have to respond to him. He's gone. Anyway, I was waiting for ATO Media to get in the box and talk to me, but he didn't, and I'm not surprised that ATO Media said, "Oh, we give you the comfortability to get in here." Okay, well, ATO, let's talk about the topic. Go ahead. I sent you a request to get in the box. Because in what world are black men in control of black women's comfortability and are allowing black women to do anything? That's what I would like to know. That's not even factual. I mean, y'all don't live in reality, and that's what I'm saying. And that's why you can't attack the point that I made. Please send me your request. Like, get in the box. Answer my question. What shows you that black men have the control over black women to where they can just do things without consequence and not get in trouble? Like, let me know. You talking about because we allow it. Nothing that happens to black women is because black men allow it or don't allow it. That's just not true. Like, and logically speaking, this isn't hate or anything. It's the truth. So, but you can give me some factual points that we can look at that show that. We're not talking, dude, are white men up here? Well, I'm not talking about white men. I said because nobody else is talking about submission and a black woman submitting except y'all. So why would I talk about white men when it comes to that? I don't even see like so let's talk about that. What I'm not concerned with white men. So once again, explain it to me. Because if you want to talk about who's comfortable because it's allowed, then black people do a lot of things in this world because white people, because they still hold the power. So yeah, but I'm asking you as a black man, y'all, we're talking about y'all. Who do you see on this prompt? But I know that you can't say anything. That's the reason now you want to talk about it's all men. You don't want to reduce it down to black men because you know that everything that you said was wrong and inaccurate. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you ever challenge their perspectives and their points, they're always inaccurate. That no, black men don't allow me to live in comfortability. And you don't either. And I need you to stop trying to hang on to white men's coattails and to say that. Because if we're going with that logic, white men allow you to exist in comfortability here if you live in the United States, which I'm sure that you do. Because if they want to strange fruit you, unalive you, toe tag you, grape you, they can do that without consequence. It happens to y'all every single solitary day. So if we're talking about that, then you and I are in the same position. No, it's actually totally true. It doesn't matter who's been here before. Not that I agree with that, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So no, you're making up things. Look, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you in the comments, ATL Media. So seconds to join the live panel. And if you don't, it's okay. You don't have to, but I'm gonna block you. Okay? So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds, ATL Media, to get in the box. And if you don't, it's no problem. I'm just gonna block you. I sent you one more request. I'll give you 5 seconds because at least I respect the men that actually can come in the box, whether I agree or not. Okay, cool. All right. No, you're lying. You're totally lying. You didn't say anything that had anything to do with the prompt. I got you. You said nothing that was true. Nothing that was true. And the reason why you're saying you don't want to get up here is because you lied. But great. I know you don't want to be blocked, and that's why you're saying that. But goodbye. See ya. Okay. So ATO Media is blocked. Like I'm not. If you want to debate me and you want to say that, then that's fine. You can say it, but let me hear your voice so I can hear who I'm talking to. All right, let me go down here to Sean. Go ahead, Sean. You had something to say? Let me start your timer.
Hey, look, there's a lot going on in this country right now, and for people to be beating down black men all day. This is not
Okay, so
something
I
you
don't
should be
know what
talking
you
about.
thought. I don't know what you thought, sir, but this isn't that. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. You sound like you didn't brush your teeth. You could have did that first. But I don't know what you thought. You're not going to come up here and challenge me and chastise me and tell me what I can or cannot talk about and what's going on in the world. That's what you're not going to do. So you could have answered the question and the prompt of what I'm talking about exactly because it's a lot for you to do too. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Sean, we could talk about the fact of why you're 5'6" and why you're outside taking pictures in the ghetto by like iron fences. But we are not talking about that. If you wanted to talk about that, I guess we could talk about that. But I'm sure you don't want to talk about that, do you? So get out of here. I'm gonna block you too. All right? Ghetto. You ghetto hood booger. I don't even talk to hood boogers. And I can tell you've been in prison too. I can tell you've been in prison. So I'm not going to talk to a prisoner. Okay, bye-bye. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me keep going. Like, I don't know what you on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like you're over here taking pictures in the hood in the projects. Like and you want to talk to me. Like I'm not talking to you about nothing. Okay? Period. Okay. Let's see here. Mrs. Hodson says, what is a BM? You don't need to know. You're getting blocked because you're not a BM or a BW. Bye-bye. Becky. Okay. Becky's gone. Okay. AJ Low Key says Low Key sounds like Krishan. Okay. I look, my voice is my voice. And it's so funny that because y'all can't see me, y'all want to attack something. So y'all want to attack my voice. Fine, that's fine. But you know what you sound like? You sound like blocked. That's what you sound like. Bye. Okay, so let me keep going. Girl, yeah, the Iron Fin sent me too. All right, let's see here. This person, Ninurta, son of Enlil, a delusional, probably Hebrew Israelite, says if you don't follow a man's direction, you don't get a man's protection. Shut up. Y'all don't protect women that even freaking follow you and listen to you. Talk about if you don't follow a man's direction, you don't get his protection. You got women that actually follow y'all that y'all don't listen to. So stop it. Y'all don't protect them either. What are you talking about? Y'all don't protect them either. Y'all don't protect the women who listen or who don't listen. Hey, PG 1908. Like, that's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't even know what that lady, I didn't even realize that Miss Hodson was coming on. Let's see here. Somebody, Goddess Akina, says it's a lot going on that okay, no, she's talking to the men. Okay. AJ Low Key says you just lost your number one grifter. Okay, I think I blocked. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay. I got everybody. All right. They reporting y'all. Yes, if y'all can keep liking alive, I would appreciate it. I'm not quite for sure. Like, what is it that I'm saying that is so upsetting to men? Rico says, "Get you a woman." Okay, hold on. Rico, Rico, do you see you? Do you see you, Gramps, with that doggone Beijing and Just for Men hair color on your beard? Because I know that you're elderly. I can tell the way your lips is twisted up like a pretzel. Like, okay, the more twisted up, denture mouth that you got going on. I know you were not talking about somebody just you said just get a woman. Well, if I wanted to be with a woman, I would just be with you. That's simple. If I wanted to be with a woman, I would just send you a DM. That's what I was saying. Cause you're clearly oh, that man be drinking Mad Dog and Old English and Steel Reserve and Buzz Balls. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. This man said in the comments that I can't be with somebody like him. You are doggone right. Oh my goodness. I I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta stop. This man said that I couldn't be with somebody like him. You're doggone right. Oh, oh my goodness. I blocked Rico, y'all. I blocked that man because those type of men are the type of men that report. Like, if y'all, you know what? I could have sworn that y'all said that men are not emotional and that men are the most logical. So why haven't I had a man that wants to get in the live and actually logically, factually debunk what I'm saying? Because y'all know that it's true. So I just would like y'all to debunk the things that I'm saying. Please debunk me. I'm going to be quiet for 60 seconds, y'all, and wait for a man to send me a request. Please don't get mad at me. Please don't report. Please don't get in your feelings. Just debunk what I'm saying. That's it. Answer that. Answer why every time I look on this app, y'all are talking about women submitting to you. And if you believe that women should submit to you, all I'm asking is why? Why should black women submit to black men specifically? Why is that so triggering to you? That's my question. Huh? Answer it for me. I don't understand why y'all are angry at me for asking the question. But I did what? What? Y'all always getting your feelings when I talk and I don't know why. I really legitimately do not know why. Why? Just answer my question. And I'll let you speak. I'll let you speak for 2 minutes uninterrupted. The only reason why I dropped the other dude is because he was trying to tell me to be quiet and tell me about what I'm making a live about, and you're not going to do that. But if you want to answer the question, I'll let you speak. So if you're a man and you're listening to this, know if you're reporting you're a sucker. Just answer my question. That's all I'm asking. Answer my question. Like, let's say here, right? This person says nickname says because she's loud. I'm not loud at all. I'm not loud. And I wish that y'all would stop saying things like that. Y'all only say it because y'all can't challenge nothing that I'm saying. So you say that I'm loud, but I'm not loud. I didn't say anything that was loud. Okay. So I'm gonna, Kadeem says we're waiting on 60 seconds of silence. I'm gonna send you a request to come up. You have 60 seconds to request or you're getting blocked. Kadeem, specifically you. And nickname too. Both of y'all have 60 seconds. Now I'm gonna be quiet right now. I'll give y'all 60 seconds to come up. Okay, so where's the request at? Where's the request? Nickname, you got something to say? Where's the request at, sir? Because you about to get blocked. Where's the request? Okay. Y'all liars. Y'all never planned on coming up here. Let me block you, nickname. Goodbye. You're gone. Goodbye. You're blocked immediately. All right. Goodbye. You're gone. And then where's the other guy that was up there? Kadeem? Kadeem, let me go back up there and find you, Kadeem. Because you getting blocked right now, too. Yep. You're blocked, too. All right. And then y'all said that there was a white T man in the chat. I saw him. I blocked him, too. Now, look at this. Look at this, y'all. This man calls himself Denture Dad. Denture Dad, and told me that I need to be quiet. And I'm too loud. And this man don't even got teeth in his mouth. He got a whole bunch of fake doggone piano keys in his mouth. Y'all know how crazy that is for you to fix your lips to talk about somebody else and you don't even got teeth in your mouth? Like, but okay, whatever. Yeah, but he's already blocked. So once again, instead of reporting me, answer my question, please. Please answer my question. It's just that simple. I don't care if you don't like my voice or not. I don't care if you feel like I'm too loud or not. Answer my question. Why should black women submit to black men? What have black men done that would elicit submission from black women? Number two, why are black men so obsessed with the idea of submission? And if black men are so obsessed with the idea of submission, why aren't they trying to get other men to submit? Huh? If black men want control so much, why aren't they fighting for the top spot among men? How come they're only trying to fight for the top spot above only the women in their community? That's it. Anytime you hear black men compare anything, they only compare it to black women. They don't even compare it to white tea women or Asian women. It's only black women. So if you say, hey, black men are broke, or black men, hey, I make more than you. I make more than a woman. They'll never say, though, I make more than that man. You know what I'm saying? Let me block Maurice. I'm not even about to go back and forth with you. You look so dusty. Yeah. So that's what I want to talk about. And y'all, I wish that y'all would just answer the question. I blocked Maurice, Amy. I was gonna roast him, but it wasn't even a reason to do it. Let's see here. Miki says white women and Asian women don't yell and scream. Just be clear on that. Use a lie. Use a lie. 2 white tea women just toe tag black men. Don't even play with me. That's not true at all. Y'all be getting called the N-word. Y'all be getting smacked up by them and everything else. And Asian women don't even mess with y'all. Y'all be such liars. Like y'all. And if white women don't yell at y'all, then why do you make 92% of white women that have babies with y'all? Why do you make them single mothers? Why don't y'all marry them? How come y'all use and abuse those white tea women too, if they're so great? Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you are, what you said, quiet and don't yell, or whether you yell, you gonna treat them the same way. Exactly. Yeah. Clock it. But I'm gonna go ahead and block you too, because you can't even come in the live box, and I would let you. Okay. And once again, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Like, where did I mention white women? Like what? Hey, how are y'all doing, ladies in the chat? Exactly. That's why I have a whole series on my YouTube called Preference the Baby Mama Pipeline. Because it's all about the women that they say that they prefer, that they say that are so much better, them treating those women the same or even worse than they treat black women. Miki is gone. Miki's blocked, y'all. But once again, if you're a black man, please don't report me. Come in a box and answer my question. I will allow you to speak for 2 minutes uninterrupted, just as long as you're not telling me that I should be quiet like the other dude that attempted to come up here did. Just answer the question. Please, 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 please. And and I've yet to say my true thoughts on all of this, really. So once again, if anybody's coming across this and you're a black man, should we submit to black men as black women? And why do you think that? And why are black men so obsessed with submission and control? I would love to hear it. Let's see here. Please make sure you don't use any bad words or say anything crazy. It only takes a second to drop you. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, to answer the first question, should we submit to black men? Okay. You should not submit to anybody that you don't want to submit to, man or woman. The second thing, why are black men so obsessed with submission? I'm a black man. I'm not obsessed with submission. I know other black men that aren't obsessed with submission, but I also have seen on social media that black men, weak low self-esteem black men are obsessed with submission. The third thing, if a black man wants to control, why aren't they fighting for the top spot amongst men? Majority of men do, but they don't understand that what they're fighting for is necessarily respect. And when you don't know what you're fighting for, there's nothing to gain. So on top of that, there's a lot of ideology within the black men and other black communities that say, if my woman's not submissive, then I don't want her. But that's incorrect. Submission is literally just the act of seeing that someone is more superior than you are and has more authority than you do. Majority of men who go to work around other men are submissive. They are. That's quite literally the definition of submission. You can be submissive, just like Blicky said, you can be submissive to somebody who doesn't know how to lead, but that's the blind leading the blind. There's, I mean, that's where I land. I don't need a full 2 minutes. I'm all for understanding.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, do you feel like that was when you were looking for a partner, that was something that you wanted her to do to make sure that she was submissive to you specifically?
I don't, no, not specifically.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. I'll just say this. I think that my opinion is why this is such a hot topic conversation is that and it's just this really specifically really isn't even just a black man thing, but because I'm black, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna talk about it from the black lens because that's I'm black. Um I feel like there's always this focus on the man getting submission from the woman, and I feel like it's a lot of people that aren't in relationships, aren't in marriages, that have a lot to say. But the only way that you're going to have a successful relationship is if you guys are quote unquote submitting to each other, putting each other first, listening to each other. I've been married for 16 years, and when I was dating, I never in my life had a conversation with my husband about submission ever. He never once, when we were getting to know each other, I remember our first date, we went to this restaurant. That was never a question that he asked me while we were getting to know each other, or even after. Hey, can you submit? You gonna submit to me? You gonna listen to me? You gonna let me? I never ever heard it. I never heard it. And I really do feel like men that would even bring it up, there's already something mentally off in their brains that you need to avoid.
That's a control factor. It's people who are obsessed with submission are also control demons, right? If you are so obsessed with the fact that you have to have authority and power over someone else, not just a woman, but in general over someone else, that is a control problem. Like, you are obsessed with control at that point. The thing with what people don't understand about submissiveness is men are generally more submissive to their woman than their woman is submissive to them. Meaning this, when they don't want to do something, they do it anyways. When the woman wants food, but she doesn't want to leave the house, the man does it. That's accepting that she doesn't want to do it, I will do it. She does not want to have to deal with this, I will deal with this. Submissiveness is not just do what I tell you to do and don't talk back. That's not submissive, that's control.
All right, I got you. I mean, like I said, you guys, I feel like maybe because I don't think anyone really listens to black women, to be honest with you, about anything that we say. But I really think that there should be, well, I see a lot of pick me's in these lives and stuff like that, where black men strictly discuss submission. And I feel like all it's going to do is continue to drive a deeper wedge between, and I'll just say black men that think that way, and then the collective of black women, because what in what world, even if black women were even wanted to do this, which I don't feel like they would, but let's just say that they did, in what world do black women are black women protected by the collective of black men to where they would even feel safe giving up even an ounce of their power or autonomy to a man, and
Well, what does
specifically a
protection
black
look
man?
like? What does protection look like?
Oh, hold on, just somebody else. I feel like protection looks like not publicly degrading and bashing your women in front of, now I want to say your women, the women in your community in front of the whole world. I think that protection looks like it not being a running joke that the men in your community lust after everybody that doesn't look like them. I think that protection looks like black women not being, even though we are the smallest percentage of women here in the United States, making up the largest group of women that are unalived, raped, sex trafficked, and any other type of violent crime or that happens to women happens to black women more than any other demographic of women. And it happens most frequently at the hands of the men in their community. And although crime is interracial, most of the time you're going to commit a crime against somebody that looks like you. It's black women are assaulted at higher rates than other men assault their own women here in the United States. So I feel like protection looks like these things. Protection looks like not creating a genre of music in the 1980s that was rooted in the degradation and dehumanization of the very women that birthed you, that are responsible for your very existence. So, yeah, and that's not happening. So I feel like until all of those things will happen, how dare you talk about somebody should listen to you or trust you? Because why would black women collectively trust black men? And this isn't to say that you can't find a black man that you could trust, a small percentage, because I'm married to a black man. He can be trusted, but he is not representative of the collective. And it's sad to say that, but it's the truth.
Do you believe two things can be true at the same time?
About what two things?
No, I'm just asking. Do you think two things can be true at the same time?
Depending on what it is, yeah.
Do you believe that post 2010 that black women have done more damage with music than the black men have done post 2010?
Absolutely not. Let me say this. You have music that talks about glorifying unaliving, glorifying rug use, glorifying the degradation and dehumanization of women in the community for years and years and years, that has resulted in black men being in the dirt, unalived, that has resulted in black men going to jail and prison and being locked away for the rest of their lives, or being locked away for a certain amount of time and they come back with ADHD and all type of trauma, versus a black woman twerking and talking about give me some money. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's absolutely no comparison at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion, nor do statistics prove that it is in any way, shape, or form, or fashion equal. Not to mention that the detrimental effect of the rap music that black men created is just a symptom of what black women have done. The black female rappers, the ones that you're speaking of, black men spent literally about 30 years talking to black women and saying, you're only your butt, your butt, your butt. You're only worth your butt. You're only worth what's in between your legs. You literally have no worth or value as a human being other than that. Only sexual. Nothing else do you have any. We don't want like your personality. We don't like you. We want to have intercourse with you and kick you out and you get lost. And then when those girls that have been programmed with that for 30 years end up making music that just reflects what you've already programmed to them and told them, now you want to talk about the music that they're making. That is absolutely insane. And it is the definition of what black men do, which is not take accountability for the actions or the consequences of what they've done.
No,
The fact that
I
you even
agree with
asked
no,
it is crazy.
I agree with you that prior 2010, prior early 2000s, that yes, a majority of the crimes that we saw, a majority of the violent acts that we were seeing were due to the music that was being listened to. I agree to that. Like I said, two things can be also true, because if you look at the school system now, you look at the school systems, right? And look at the little girl, look at the children. I'm not talking bad about children. I have children too. So you look at how these kids are being brought up now. Grade school girls believe that they should be getting some money off these high school boys. grade school girls thinks that it's okay and cute and it's classy,
Okay.
then it's
That's just what you're saying is these points are just ridiculous to bring up. And even if so, so what? Boys should give women some money.
a
I swear,
16-year-old should give the same 16-year-old girl.
black men and black boys, and just in the black male community, period. Y'all are the only group of men that complain about taking care of or giving something to a woman. The only ones, but then y'all want to be the controllers, the submission takers and the dominators. It doesn't make any sense. You want all of this control, all of this domination over women, but don't want to take care of them. Don't want to give them no money. At least the other groups of men, they may say, hey, look, I might beat you up. I might do this, that, and the third. I might cheat on you, whatever. And not that any of these things are acceptable, because that's not something that I deal with. But what I'm saying is, at least the other men are at least willing to provide for the woman. Y'all want to degrade black women, have them drop the drawers in 2 seconds, and still don't even want to give them $1.50. It doesn't make any sense at all. And young girls talking about that, most of these girls are just saying what they're saying. That's not really happening, because if black women really were making black men have all of these things and to have access to them, there would hardly be no black children being born. There would literally be one birth a year. If black women really were requiring what you're trying to insinuate they're requiring. Because if they were, the majority of black men wouldn't even have children. Like, so I really, what are we talking about? Like I said, all of these issues are just the symptoms of the problems that black men caused. So it's like either you want to be the leader or you don't. But if you don't, then we shouldn't have any more conversations about submission. Because if you're a CEO of a company, then whatever's going on in the company, that rests on you. If you are a supervisor and the people underneath you are doing data entry and they miss their quota for medical coding or whatever the case may be, they don't look at the individual coder. They say, hey, supervisor, why your team not doing what they need to do? Why are these things lacking? You don't say, oh, wait a minute, not me. Let me show you this team member over here. And I think that a lot of black men want the image of being the boss, but they don't want to pay the cost to be that. And that's, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know what we're talking about, and why we're talking about rap at all when it comes to black women. Because before I would ever have a conversation about black female rap, I would only talk about black male rap. Because we're not going to talk about something that just really started popping, really intensely over the last decade and a half to something that's been going on for 80, 90, 20. The matter of fact, I'm even tripping because gangster rap started in, I think it was like 1981, 1983. So that's literally about 40 plus years of degradation, brainwashing that we would have to address before we ever talked about. I would never even talk about black female rap. Like, that's crazy. Y'all said 50 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, my mind, I'm not. Yeah. So I wouldn't even do it. Just so that y'all know, that man that was up here, he dropped. I did not drop him. He dropped on his own. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of black men too, they will come up and Cardi B, I don't rock with Cardi B. Cardi B is not a black woman. That is a culture vulture, a black woman cosplayer that is come in the black community to ruin it. So we're not going to talk about Cardi B. You got to go to the Hispanic people and talk to her, because that's her people, the Hispanics, the white Latinos. That y'all got to talk to those people. Anywho, yeah, that man dropped, okay? I did not drop him. But I guess I didn't drop him because he dropped because he wanted to talk, he wanted to switch the narrative and put it on black female rappers, which is crazy. Like, we're not going to talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Mona Leo and Little Kim and Nicki Minaj, whatever generation of rapper you came up on. We're not going to talk about them. We're not. We're not going to talk about Glorilla. Like, okay, let me block I Am Bougie. You got to go. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Like, that's crazy. What? That doesn't even have anything to do with the topic. So you want to tell me that, yeah, Glow, that is got the same type of influence on black women that all of these violent rap songs have on black men? that still got them right to this day, the 17, 16, 15-year-olds that listen to NBA YoungBoy out here robbing people, unaliving people, putting on this hood persona that's going to get them either imprisoned or in the grave. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, you guys. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what was up with that. What was up with what he was saying at all. Like, I have no idea. Yes, and I think that's what it is too, Coco. That they just don't. The reason why they bring up black, black female rappers and talk about the fact that, oh, these women want us to give them some money is because I really do feel like I'm not trying to be funny, but I think that black men are the cheapest men, and they want a woman to do everything under the sun for them, like cook, clean, have smecks, loyalty. They don't want the woman to have any type of get anything out of it. They don't want to marry her. They don't want to commit to her. They don't want to give her any money. They don't want to take her anywhere. They don't. They look. These men are talking about going on dates and taking a woman out to walk somewhere. Oh, we can just go for a walk. So you mean to tell me you want me to get cute, do my hair, do my makeup if you wear some, you know what I'm saying? And sweat out my hair, sweat out my makeup, and do all of this walking around with you because you're too cheap to buy me a meal? But you're not going to have no problem trying to ask me for intercourse? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay? Yuck. So get out of here. Like, no. And honestly, I feel like these new men are really crazy because when I was single, I never, and I'm sorry, I have to say this, I never encountered black men that were this bad. Now, I had some black men that were on some BS and stuff that I didn't want to talk to or whatnot, but I none of them ever had a problem buying a meal. Like, what? Never had that problem. So I don't really know what's going on. Let's see here. Clear as day says, I'm out of here, too many emotional people. Nothing that anybody said was emotional, but it's okay. You can go. I'm gonna block you too, so you can't come back. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what was up with that dude, to be honest. But I don't, you know what I think it is that I really do think everything that people put on black women is really projection. Like when black men say that black women refuse to take accountability, like it's really them. It's really everything that you can think of that's a stereotype for black women for the most part is usually projection. Like honestly and truly. And that's something seriously to think about. Even did y'all see that viral thing of that black man that was a doctor and he said that some black women were trying to finesse him out of $57, and then the black women, they made a video saying that that's not what it was and da da da, but he was complaining about $57 and he said he's a doctor. You see what I'm saying? Do you know how trifling and low bottom of the barrel you have to be to brag about being a doctor and then say that you pressed over $57? Well, if you're pressed over $57, why are you bragging about being a doctor? The flex in being a doctor is the education and also the ability to have some money, right? So if you can't afford $57 and it's like nothing to you, then what are you bragging about? What are you bragging about, sir? That's what I'm saying. That's how cheap they are. Uh-uh. No. Just disgusting. Like that's just crazy. Um But anyway, all I'm saying is that everything that is said about black women is projection. The truth. Oh, let me block Peachy Glee. I don't think that this isn't the space for you, baby. All right. I don't understand why y'all Becky's be coming in here and feeling like does anything about this space look like it's for you? Legitimately. What people do you see on this picture? Please get up out of here. I'm gonna block you. Bye. Anyway, like I don't even know what she was on. I don't know what be wrong with them, but I really do think that the reason why they feel so comfortable to come in here is because so many other black people let them. I see so many black women, and I'm not even gonna lie and say that I don't. I see so many black women allow them to come on panels and talk about black business. And I'm just looking at myself like, wow, why are you letting these YT people come in here and talk about black business? Do you think that they would let you do that? No, they would not. And it's real crazy. And then I see so many black men do it too. It's wild. I'm sorry. I'm never going to do that. So if you are YT and you're listening to this live, listen and don't say nothing. Because the minute you say something, I'm going to block you. The minute you say something, I'm going to block you. Because you shouldn't feel comfortable at all to speak about black business. You shouldn't. When I see them YT people talking about, YT business and it's nothing but them up there and they talking about Trump and this, that, and the third, I don't say nothing. I don't go in there. I don't try to talk to them about nothing that they talking about. When they in there talking about why they are allergic to wash rags and seasoning, I don't go in there and say, you know what, you guys should use some seasoning. I don't never go in there when they talk about the fact they don't want to wash their meat and that the CDC said that you don't have to wash your meat, that when you cook it, you're going to unalive all the germs on there. I don't go in there trying to get them to wash their chicken and wash their meats. I don't say nothing. So I don't know why y'all feel like you see a picture of a black man and a black woman and you want to come in here and talk about some black men. Black men what? Black women what? I'm not talking to you. Like, and that's just, I don't care. And it's so many black women, if y'all didn't know, that get mad at me for doing that. I can't tell you how many black women have blocked me, unfollowed me, talked about me because of this thing that I do. And I really don't care. Y'all can be mad at me every day. I do not worship YT people, the women or the men. I don't care how mad I would ever be a black man. You would never see me doing that. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah, I'm sorry. Not sorry. I just can't do it. And I'll refuse to do it. And I never will. But anywho, like I said, the cheapness, and maybe we can do a separate live on that. Like, why are black men so cheap? Matter of fact, that's going to be another prompt. Why are black men so cheap? Why are they so, you know what I'm saying? Why do they have such a problem with taking care of a woman or whining and dining and treating a woman like she's special? I feel like only in the black community are other black men shamed for treating a woman well. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, look at you treating your girlfriend good. Look at you treating your fiance well. Look at you treating your wife well, spending that money on her. You's a simp. Even though that man is laid up with her every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it just doesn't make any sense. Let's see here. Hold on. That's a crazy comment. Miss Get 'em Girl says, I had a black coworker who refused to have boundaries around her whitey Satanist coworker. Girl, what is that? That sounds crazy. Satanist. Yikes. Let's see here. Pink Ombre says it's giving the homeboy want the same treatment. Let me say something. Pink Ombre made a great point. Have you ever seen men be friends with other men and have no problem treating them to meals, dinner, drinks, but then they would say that they wouldn't do that for a woman? So I feel like those men are closeted or on the DL, because if you see the worth and value of whining and dining your male friend, but you see a problem with doing that to a woman that you say that you're supposed to like. Yeah, you're DL. You are. You're in denial. I feel. For sure. Like yeah. Anywho, like I said, if we're gonna have these like submission conversations, I really wish that just black men specifically, would understand that you getting the black woman to submit or listen to you, or you get to control her because she has low self-esteem or something like that, that will never be equal to you going amongst men that are on your level and your peers to fight for control and domination as the top male. It will never happen. Nobody looks at black men and says, oh, wow, look at them. They're so strong as black men because they're able to dominate and put their foot on the necks of black women who have literally no protection and nobody cares about them. Nobody's looking like, oh, wow, you guys are manly men. No one literally thinks that. You would have to go out there and actively do whatever you need to do against other men, not women. But I do think that in the black community, we really do allow black men get out a lot. Get what's the word I'm looking? Do a lot without having to prove it. We're calling black men kings and publicly uplifting them and doing all of these things and not getting anything in return, and they're not having to show and prove anything. They're not having to show or prove nothing. And we're just letting them feel this type of way. And that's the reason why we're in the state that we're in. Let's see here. Miss Get 'em girl. Hold on. Let me see what else you said. You said, I told her be careful. She said she was openly a Satanist and she was still going to be her friend. Regardless, because the Satanist girl would bring her gifts and food. What? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm sorry. And people, I'm not trying to shame nobody's religious affiliation, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm not eating no food from nobody that calls themselves a Satanist. First of all, I wouldn't eat food from nobody I don't know anyway. But I'm definitely not eating the food of nobody that's a Satanist. Okay? Absolutely not, boy. No. You can keep all of that. And I don't want your gifts either. No. I don't want your gifts. I don't want your food. I don't want your drink. I don't want nothing. Because ain't no telling what you got on that stuff. Or what you didn't put in that stuff. You probably didn't put some monkey blood in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Jane says, I knew she would be loud before I turned up the volume. Well, you know what? I knew you were going to be blocked before you commented. And that's what you about to be. Bye. Anyway, as I was saying, like, I just, like I said, I wouldn't even do it. I would. Come on now. Do you know it's a lot of stuff that you can do to food? You know what I'm saying? Especially like red. Yeah, Fox Hot Box. I know that I don't take nothing that they say seriously. A lot of times when I'm doing the lives, like because they can't see me and they can't find some type of way to knock down what I'm saying, they'll say like, oh, you're too loud, when I already know I'm not talking loud. But even if I was talking loud, and so what? Don't debunk the volume of my voice, debunk what I said, but they can't. They'll either do that or they'll be like, oh, you sound like a man. Or they'll be like, oh, you sound fat or something like that. And I'm not fat and I'm not overweight, but that's what they'll say. I'll be like, okay, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like the person Killer Kari said. Like, I'm not even, they have to, I wish that these men, I'm going to send Killer Kari a request. Get in the box. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get in the box. Because y'all say these things, but y'all never have the guts to get in the box. You never do. Get in the box and turn your camera on. But I bet you won't. Listen, since I'm so fat, let me see what you look like. Let me see what you look like. Oh, you rejected my request? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. I blocked him. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, they would have to mean something to me legitimately for me to care about what they're saying. And I think that's what a lot of black men don't understand is that, well, I don't know if this goes, I can't speak for other black women. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. But I feel like this is that for you personally to hurt my feelings or for me to at least think about something that you said and be like, that affects me in some way, I have to care about you. I have to care about you and I have to care about your opinion and I have to respect you. I don't respect these men that be in these boxes. I don't care about these men that be talking to me. So why would whatever you think of me or whatever you perceive me to be, why do you think that that would mean something? If you call me ugly, cool. All right. You think I'm ugly, cool. Bet, bet, bet. Do you think I like you? So why would I care about somebody who I wouldn't even like if you like me or not? My ego's not that big to care. So it's just like, I think that they feel like everyone cares. You know what I'm saying? About the things that they say. And that's the main issue. Like, if they knew how little I thought of them, they wouldn't even comment the things that they say. They wouldn't even comment the things that they say. Not to mention, I used to post my pictures openly on here. I just don't do it no more. And beyond that, I also used to make videos with my face exposed. I just don't do that no more because of the simple fact that I was getting unaliving threats and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I don't do it. Like, but you know, if you're an old member, like you follow me back in the day when I used to use my pictures and things like that. And even if you follow me even older, when I used to do videos with myself and my husband, then you would already know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not tripping. Think what you want to think. Yes, I'm 750. I'm 750 pounds. And I fry chicken in the bed. And when I need to shower, my husband put me on the porch in the backyard and he holds me off. He sure do. He use a squeegee on my back and on all my fat rolls. He definitely does. I drink about 10 cherry cokes a day and 3 boxes of crumble cookies, because y'all already know crumble cookies are the nastiest cookies in the world. Taste like they just made with just butter and flour. So I eat about 3 boxes of crumble cookies and 5 bags of Cool Ranch Doritos and hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? All day long. Like, if that's what you want to think, I could care less if you do. Like, y'all have got to start attacking the things that I say because I find it funny when y'all don't. Attack what I said, not me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do roast some of y'all, but it's because nothing that y'all say can be attacked because it's so stupid. Like, I debunk you and then I talk about you. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, say what you want. Like, I'm in this thing right now where I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get this podcast where I'm actually going to be able to get paid, because I'm not doing it. I'm not showing my face unless it's for a bag. But if I do this, then everybody will be able to see me in all of my splendor. Okay. And I'll be doing a podcast every single solitary day. Okay. And y'all can see me and say whatever you would like, but you're not going to be able to say much unless you're lying. So, yeah. So hopefully that comes, but if it don't come and the money's not right, then I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing right now. But, anywho, D, hey sis, how you doing?
Hey sis, how y'all doing? Oh my god, I had to laugh because they are just so unhinged, and it's so pathetic. So I'm gonna answer the prompt. So, should we submit to BMs if they are not if they have not done the work to, number one, if you deem to be married or whatnot, because everybody don't deem to be married. So I answer it like that. You shouldn't really be submitting to a man unless they are putting a ring on your finger and they have shown that they can protect you, that they have offered protection, they have offered a safe space for you, they have been everything for you to be able to exist. If they have not given that to you or provided that to you, you should not be submitting to them. They are not deemed worthy of that. So I won't even get into the other types of relationships, because mainly I'm just going to talk about the main one. If you deem to be if you deem marriage is important, because everybody don't feel like it's important. But however, if I'm going to submit to somebody, that would mean that I would be married to the person, that they are giving those things that I just like stated. If they are not, and that's before even putting a ring on my finger, because number one, how you start is how you finish, and you have to be consistent with it, and also reciprocate that. Consistent with it in order for me to reciprocate those things that you are deeming from me. I will say that why are BMs so obsessed with submission? They're obsessed with it because a lot of them, they have trauma and they are unhealed. They don't want to seek the therapy. They want to blame, blame, blame. They want to say, oh, well, it's the Black woman's fault. Oh, we're always angry and that's why we by ourselves, because we need to just give the program, that type of stuff, always blaming us, when they need to really look at themselves and realize that they are the problem, and they need to decenter. They need to, decenter, stop decentering them. I mean, they need to stop, like, trying to point the finger all the time. And when it's them, look in the mirror and understand that they are the problem, and understand that the things that they are doing is an issue. They are so obsessed with telling us that we need to submit, but you don't follow those same practices that I just talked about, like offering protection, offering a safe space, allowing us women to exist, allowing us to just show up and be ourselves, allowing us to, literally just being a dope individual with all of those great foundational things that we all ask and want. Well, at least us good women with common sense that's not in the sunken ship, because I can't speak for everybody, but I do know that at least for the people that's like on here, that's been on here, that's frequent, that have substance or whatnot, we all, including yourself or whatnot, Trig, we all obviously speak on that, want that, the common ground, right? If BM want control, why aren't they fighting for the top spot? That proximity, some of them are content with that proximity to YT people. They feel like that's enough because they feel like they have done enough, and that's messing them up. A lot of them, they are becoming a new Karen. They believe that inflicting their problems upon us instead of working on themselves is going to fix everything. No. Why don't you, like the prompt says, why aren't you fighting for that top spot among men? Why are you putting us down? Why are you in the red pill, blue pill, toxic masculinity spaces, always saying stuff about us? Why are you feeding into what they want, which is the division of the Black community? That's what it's all about. They want us to be divided. They want us to be against each other. And some of the ones that speak about substance, saying that, they're tired of it, holding these men accountable. They're the ones that hold the men accountable, that are men, are saying, look, y'all got to get off of that. Y'all need to start realizing that, bro, you are the problem. So thanks to them people that are, taking accountability and saying that they are the problem and acknowledging it and holding these brothers accountable. So good for them. But for the ones that aren't, just know you are the new Karen. And I'll just land my plane right there. Like, and I'm tired of them always blaming the mama, because it's always the Black woman being blamed, but yet they don't never blame that YT woman when her kids are pew pewing the school up. They don't never do that, but they always want to blame the sister, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like, oh, well, hold on. Somebody else sent a request up here, so we'll see if he'll last. You had something to say, Robbie?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Are you still talking about the prompt that just got on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think men in general, only very few men are leaders biologically. Only very few men are born that way with that wiring, with that capacity to be calm, cool, collected, to be resourceful, and to be a winner, really. And so I think if a man is trying to control or trying to get submission or is obsessed with it, it's because he's fighting for something he doesn't deserve. Because if you're around a natural leader long enough, you'll feel safe and you'll naturally just open up and bond and want to submit to that person. So I think women, whether they're black or whatever race, are right to reject a man who is trying to fight for control and submission. And with that, I land my plane.
Okay, all right, I got you, Robbie. Let me ask you a question. What do you you know how you said like they'll feel safe and they'll open up and submit to you? Like what do you consider to be like submission? What does that look like for you?
It's a person, and this is beyond just men and women. Men or women, when they get around a natural leader, they trust their judgment. They see that this person is emotionally calm, so their body starts releasing oxytocin, which is the bonding chemical, which makes you want to attach to a person. So it starts with attachment, wanting to be close to this person because being around this person relaxes you. And so that means that you're going to try to not offend this person. You know, you're going to try to appease this person, do whatever you can not to lose access to this person. So that's what a submission is trying to earn your keep around this person.
Okay. All right. I feel like I'm a little confused on that, but it's okay. It's all right. All right. I appreciate you, Robbie. Did you have anything else to say, sir?
No, that's all. Have a good one. Thank you for
Okay,
your time.
you too. You too, no problem. All right, you guys. Thank Robbie for coming up. I think I was just slightly confused about the you know, a few things he said, but it's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kel's the Great. What she said, earn your keep. Yeah, that's what kind of threw me off too. That's why I was like, but you know, it's okay.
It was about to go there, and I peeped that. And somebody said in the comments, hates Tiana said, you will never see another race of men talking bad about their women online. Like that is so true. Like I to a certain, so I noticed that because
you know what,
heard
y'all?
YT
just
do it too. I've heard YT people do it too.
you know what I want to
in
know.
person.
I want to know what I really truly want to know. I should have, and I really should have, but I just didn't feel like going back and forth with him because he wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wanted to know what earn your keep means. Like, because I swear, if I was married to someone,
Craig, you know what it means. You know what it means, girl.
And he told me, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to do this to earn your keep. Am I a stranger? Am I somebody off the street?
No,
Like,
you know
so,
what it means.
Okay, so Robbie, I got to bring you up here again because you said earn your keep equals trying not to lose. Okay,
him.
so then is the man earning his keep too? Like, I need to know that, Robbie. Like, you can come back up if you want. I really need to know. Like, so is the man earning his keep too? Hey, how you doing? So is the man earning his keep as well, or is it just the woman that's doing it?
So it depends on who wants who more, right? So the person who wants to cling to the person more. So in this case, it would be a woman, right? She earning her keep means making sure that she is entertaining him, serving him, whether that be cooking, cleaning, all the traditional roles that we hear all the time.
I'm sorry. I got to cut him off.
Let him finish. Okay, go ahead, Robbie. You can finish.
Right, and here's the thing: the woman doesn't have to do those things. It's whatever she thinks this man wants her to do, so that he keeps her around. This is all voluntary. It's
so,
not
Robbie,
forced.
can you tell me how long you've been married?
I'm not married.
Or well, how long you've had your girlfriend?
My longest relationship was about 4 years.
Okay, so you're single right now. Okay.
I'm single now, yeah.
Okay. I just want to say that I this is just me giving you some advice because I can tell that you've definitely, you know, been listening to people videos on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. And I just want to say that I want y'all to know that when y'all do that, when y'all listen to men that give y'all advice that don't have long-term successful relationships, specifically marriages, that is just going to end up at the long term you being unhappy or not being, in a fulfilling relationship. And men actually need to be in relationships with women to be fulfilled, like stats. And there's so many studies that have shown that they also live longer and healthier and happier, and they also achieve more success in life if they actually are married. So
I
just to
agree.
say that when you start a relationship off and you say like who wants who more, and that these women are submitting and they have to earn their keep by making sure that she doesn't lose. If there's only one person that's concerned about losing a person or concerned about centering them, the relationship is already in an imbalanced power dynamic, and it's not going to work, and it's not going to make it. I say this as a woman that's been married for 16 years. It's not going to work. If y'all are both not crazy about each other, if y'all are both not obsessed with each other, if y'all both are afraid of losing each other and y'all both want to be together, it's not going to work. A woman is never going to be consistently in a scarcity state mindset with a man, and it's going to work out long term. Because if she feels like she has to earn her keep and not lose you, the first time a man that she finds is attractive or a better partner or a more viable candidate, she's going to dip off and leave. And that's why a lot of men will come in that are red pilled and say, hey, you know what? My girl left me. I don't even know what happened. She saw this other guy, and women just are hypergamous. They want to, it's because he had her in a state that where she was not supposed to be in. So I just want you to know that is absolutely not submission. What you're talking about is actually abuse and an imbalanced power dynamic, which is
Well,
not serving the woman. Because if the woman is cooking,
mhm.
cleaning, doing all of these things to keep the man, because you have yet to say what the man is doing. And I don't want to hear that, randomly, just in case somebody tries to break into the house, he's going to offer protection in that
Right.
way, because that's not something that's happening every day,
I
or
hear
it may
you.
never happen. So
I
I just
got
want
you.
you to know it's what you said were very unhealthy ideologies that are only
Well,
rooted
if I may,
in,
I got you.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So again, this I'm not the man. I agree with you, and a man should not manipulate a woman to be submissive. Like I said, this is all voluntary. This is if a woman values. Okay, so let me ask you a question about what is the man providing, because that's the question, right? If a man is, we've all been around a person who just makes you feel safe. I don't know, like you just be around their presence and you just feel good, whether it's because they're emotionally regulated, they're competent, and you just know that this is a valuable person that I want to be around. Men, very few men have that ability who, through their presence alone, and if they look good enough or whatever, can make a woman just by his presence feel good enough to want to be around him. Now, that's now if a woman is hooked on this man for that reason, he doesn't have to do anything else. And he doesn't have to manipulate her to stay. Women can do whatever they have to do to be around a man that they find valuable, and without a man having to
Robbie,
request
okay,
those things.
what I'm trying to say is you're speaking on what women are, and respectfully, you're not a woman. What I'm saying is that there, in no way, shape, or form or fashion, is a woman going to be happy with that long term at all. Like,
So
what
what?
is being around somebody and feeling safe, and that means that you want to do all of these things for them, and they not reciprocated to you? That doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. Now, you may find some type of, low self-esteem having women that may accept that type of dynamic, but it will never last forever, because it's an impossible upkeep, because the relationship will be imbalanced, is what I'm trying to tell you. No woman that is worth her salt is ever going to go through that. And definitely not an attractive woman, a woman that has a lot going for herself, that is mentally healthy and is healed and is emotionally stable. It's not going to happen. Relationships last when there is an equal balance of power and whatever it is that's going on. Like, there are men out here that feel safe in the presence of their partner. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's an
Right.
equal thing.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just, yeah, but what you're saying is that the man, the only thing he has to do is make her feel safe, and she's supposed to do all of these things and be afraid of losing him and be on this battle of trying to keep him, while he's just like, yeah, I don't have to do any of that. I just make you feel safe. That's insane, Robbie.
No,
And it
no one
comes
ha-
straight from red pill ideology. And there's
no, it
no way
doesn't.
you can't tell me that you don't listen to Fresh and Fit and all of these other
No,
weird dudes out
I
here,
don't.
because
I
your
hate those guys.
ideology. Okay, well, I can tell you for a fact that the ideology that you're saying has definitely come from red pill programming. And
Well,
it may not be fresh and fit. It could be someone else. It could be Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? It could be
no,
Black Guru. It could be Kevin Samuels. But
nope.
this is definitely
I
an
think those guys are
ideology that
bad.
is unhealthy and is usually rooted in white male patriarchy. Now, I like I said before, you said you're single. You said you've had a relationship of 4 years. You're single right now. I'm telling you that you are not going to ever have a healthy relationship until you unpack these misogynistic ways that you're thinking about relationships. Because in what world would somebody want that? As a man, you wouldn't even want that. You wouldn't want to say, oh, your wife or your girlfriend says, hey, yeah, you feel safe about me, right? Well, make sure that you know that you never want to lose me. And that I have you in there cooking, cleaning, doing all these things, and you're concerned about losing me. But I'm not really concerned about that because I make you feel good. Like that. You don't think that sounds crazy? That sounds crazy. But like I said, it's you men, the men that always say these things to me, respectfully, not trying to be funny, they don't and never have anyone. So it's just like if this was so easy to get, and it was so easy for you to find a beautiful woman that was a an 8, 9, 10, perfect body, perfect personality, educated, great on your level where you was vibing with, and she was willing to feel safe around you, and all she is doing is cooking and cleaning and making sure that she doesn't lose you. If it was so easy to do that, then why y'all don't ever have what y'all are talking about? Why you can never secure these women? Huh?
Because it's rare.
It's non-existent is what it is. It's beyond rare. It's non-existent. It will never happen. You will never get it. I can guarantee you it will never happen for you.
From
You
my
will look up and
experience,
you will be 50 or 60 and you won't have it. And you say from your experience, you don't have anybody right now.
no, I mean, I'm single, but I'm
Yeah,
not alone.
you
I
can have
date.
sex with people, and that's not a problem. But what I'm saying is that you will never have a marriage, a long-term partnership, and this exists the way you're talking about. It won't happen. And if it exists for any
Says
amount
who?
of time, it will crumble.
Says you?
Huh?
Says you?
No, says reality. Says reality. Human
Who's
beings aren't
reality?
set up. Women,
Introduce me.
do you have
Introduce
a do
me.
you have a vagina?
Introduce me to reality, please. I'd
I'm
love to
telling you,
meet
I
him.
just introduced you to reality, Robbie. I just did.
No,
Like
you
it's not going
haven't.
to
I mean,
happen.
this is not true in my experience. This is not true in the experience
If it was
my,
true in your
my friends.
experience, if it was true in your experience, right
Right?
now you would have a woman that's an 8, 9, or 10 who looks the way you want, who has the personality way you want, and she would be at your house cooking and cleaning and not be afraid to lose you. The
That's
the
something I
dynamic the dynamic
experienced.
that you mentioned
This
right
is
now
something I
is only
experienced.
of benefit to you. If you experienced it, then where is she? Why is she not here anymore?
No, I'm not monogamous. So I date
Okay, so
multiple. I
if you
date.
experienced it, why aren't you in a relationship with her? If you're not monogamous, what once again, that proves my
Monogamy.
point even further, because
What?
why would a woman do that? She's doing all of this for you and you can't even be monogamous to her. What
Be-
benefit is it for a woman to do that?
I just told you, me.
Okay. Robbie, you're delusional.
Can
Respectfully.
I say something?
No, hold on,
Why are you
hold
arguing
on,
with
hold
me?
on.
I don't understand what.
She
Why?
ain't arguing
Look,
with you. She's
yes,
getting
I'm
you
I'm
to
trying to
the
tell you.
point that you
Hold on.
trying to.
Yes,
She trying to get you to the point where you not getting to the point. You contradicting yourself
yes, but
every step of the
hold on,
way.
D. Hold on,
Where's
D.
the
Sorry.
contradiction?
Okay, the contradiction is that you're saying that you have something that you don't have. You're saying that women are going to do this and that you're this type of man, and it's just not the truth.
You
And
don't
I
have to believe
honestly,
me.
I won't believe you. Like,
That's
look,
fine.
Robbie, is this you in the picture? You
Yes.
you don't even have any hair. Your hairline is receding. You don't even have any hair.
So
So
what?
you really think that a woman is going to feel safe with a man that can't even use a comb?
Why are you
Like,
worked up?
honestly,
Why are you
I'm just
upset?
telling you the truth. I'm
Why
not
are you
upset.
insulting me?
But
I
I'm
don't get
not
it.
See,
insulting you.
that's what I'm talking
Look.
about.
I'm not insulting you.
You
You
But
are
have
hold
to.
on,
insulting
D.
me.
Hold on, D.
For
Look.
what?
Let me say this. Hold on, y'all.
I
Both
want
of
to
y'all,
read
please chill.
him.
Please. I want you to know I'm not. I say this with love. I really do. Like they say men need tough love and men need to be spoken in a certain type of way. I'm telling you what you're thinking is unrealistic. It really is. I would love to see the women that you have engaged with sexually. If you can turn your camera on and show me a screenshot of the type of women that you've had do this to you, because I refuse to believe, and I know that you haven't. An 8, a 9, or 10 is not going to be in a non-monogamous relationship with a man, be afraid to lose him, doing all of these things that are based around your comfortability, and you don't even have any hair on your head. That's just not going to happen. You don't even have any hair on your head. Do you
Okay,
know how
may I?
crazy that is? Like,
May I?
it's just not happening.
May I? You can
Yes.
insult me. It's okay, right? It's
I'm
not a
not
big deal.
insulting you. I'm
But
not insulting you. I don't
okay,
think that you're
okay.
ugly.
Go on.
I'm not
Continue.
insulting you. If I was trying to insult you, I would say that you were ugly. I don't think that you're ugly, but I definitely don't think that you look attractive enough to be saying these things
Okay,
that you're saying.
got you.
I'm just trying to keep it real with you.
Okay, and again, it's funny, so it's okay. But
Okay.
so you can.
It'll be funny when you're at the old folks home when you're 65 and
Let me know when
you
you're
thought
done.
that this was gonna happen.
Let me know
I'm
when you're
done.
finished.
I mean, I'm finished. You said nothing except lies. I let you do it, but you're getting out of hand with it.
Out of a scale of 1 to 10, what would you consider yourself? Because you're speaking for 9s and 10s.
At a scale of 1 to 10, I'll tell you, I wouldn't rate myself because I'm already married. I have a partner. I have a man that thinks I'm a 10. So that's what y'all want, right? Y'all want, Lord, I don't need to talk about that. I've been married for 16
You're
years.
speaking for 9s and 10s,
it'll be
though.
16 years and it'll be 17 this year. So why would I rate my attractiveness with somebody that I wouldn't talk to if I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Not
10?
for me.
But I'm talking to you. So what do I need to validate my
Because
looks for you?
Because you're speaking for 9s and 10s.
I wasn't up here talking about I can get somebody to serve me just because they feel comfortable with me. I didn't say something so foolish. I didn't say that. You said it.
God,
so the burden of proof is on you.
I
so
see
if you
your
come
work
up
up.
here, and you
You're
tell me that
frustrated.
I'm not frustrated, baby. You're frustrated. You're frustrated at the ability that you can't use a comb. So my thing is this, is that if you come up here and you say that women are supposed to serve men and women are supposed to feel comfortable and worry about losing them, and you say all of that's what you were insinuating.
I did not say that.
That's what you were insinuating.
Nope. No, I didn't.
So if you did.
Yes,
so
you
if
did.
you say all of that, right? And you tell me that you feel that way, then you better look how a man is supposed to look that could get that. Because there are men, unfortunately, that look like that are able to get some women to do it. Like there's a guy up here, I see him on Instagram a lot. He's like 6'8". Like he always is filming gym content. He's brown skin. He has like these long locks that he normally wears in 2-strand twists. Every time I look in them comment sections, those women are going crazy, throwing their draws right at the man. I don't think that they should, but that's what's happening. And I know for a fact that he could probably get women to do that. Absolutely. But respectfully, looking at you, you don't even have any hair. You look smaller. You're not getting that. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times there are a lot of men like yourself that listen to Red Pill. You listen to other men who don't have women, and you become delusional. And that's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you. And then you want me to rate myself for you when I'm already off the market and taken. Even when I was single and young, I wouldn't have.
We hear you, okay?
Okay. So then we who? We who?
Okay, the audience has heard you say the same things.
Okay, and you said the same things too.
Okay, so here's the point is you're using me as a symbol for Red Pill for some reason.
Because everything that you said is Red Pill, sir.
Come on.
Oh, everything you said is Red Pill. Be
no,
honest.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, you gotta let me. I understand you want to clap back at the Red Pill guys, but I'm not a Red Pill guy, so
yes,
I'm sorry.
You are. But I'm gonna let you speak for a minute uninterrupted. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I don't like the Red Pill. Okay, so you're gonna have to fight somebody else who actually believes in that stuff, because that's not me. Okay, I think the Red Pill is toxic and stuff like that. I never said women should cook clean. I'm saying that when a woman does that naturally, that's what I like, and I feel like I believe in my experience that my presence creates that safety for women to do that naturally. I don't ask for it, I don't expect it, and women don't have a problem with me being bald. It's not just about in the real world. It's not about being 6'8" and having a jawline. In the real world, it's about felt connection. You know, we're not just dating people over screens. We're dating human beings in real life, and that vibe is felt in my presence. And if you don't believe it, that's fine. I have nothing to prove to you. But that's my experience. I don't ask for it, and when it happens, I'm grateful. And when it doesn't, it's fine too.
All right. So let me just say this: is that Everything that you said, first of all, is red pill and manosphere ideology. That's number one. Number two, you just sat there and said that you've experienced this in your life and you're grateful for it when it happened. That there are women that are willing to serve you and get nothing out of it but your presence. Exactly what benefit is that of to the woman? Of course, it's a benefit to you. And I understand you want to do things that benefit you. But what I'm saying is the whole ideas of what you're saying is rooted in selfishness and misogynistic behavior and red pill ideology. That's a fact. In what world would a woman want to get into a one-sided relationship with a man? How would that benefit her? If you had a child, if you had a mother, if you had a sister, if you had a niece, would you want someone that you cared about that was a woman or a female to be involved in such a one-sided relationship? I don't understand. Y'all say these things so proudly, and all it does is expose that your character is piss poor, because a man that is truly a protector, truly a real man, truly a leader, wouldn't feel comfortable in using a woman and not giving her anything back other than his freaking presence. That's what I'm saying. And that's the reason why I told you. And you can say the stuff about real life and all of that other stuff. Yes, people
All of
engage
that.
with people that are not, that are just average looking in real life. Of course, people do that. But what I'm saying is that in real life, a woman, I don't believe that has high self-esteem and is an 8, 9, 10. I don't even want to say 8. I'm going to say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is going to entertain you specifically just because she likes your personality and let you treat her any type of way. And she's just submitting to you, cooking and cleaning. And you're not, you said not monogamous to her. You're not doing what she's doing for you. And she's concerned about losing you. That's just not realistic. Realistically speaking. And this live is 96 people are in here. I would like to ask the women, you guys see Robbie here. If you saw Robbie on the street, would you do these things for Robbie? If you guys would, say yes in the chat. If you guys wouldn't, say no in the chat. If you guys would do all of these things, that way Robbie needs the reality check, because clearly he thinks that I'm mad at him or hating. And I'm not.
No,
I
I
really
don't
was
think
just
that.
trying to help a brother out. I
It's
really
funny.
was. But women, if y'all could just let this man know in the chat. Yes, if you would let Robbie do all of these things. Yes, if he looks like a man that you would feel comfortable and safe with to let him play in your face and not be monogamous too. Or no, if you wouldn't do this at all. If you would see him and say, sir, absolutely not, sir.
No one
Please
has to
let me
do.
know.
No one has to do anything. I'm not
Okay, I'm just
asking.
letting
I'm
you know.
not
You have a
forcing.
great day though, Robbie. Goodbye. Have a great
Okay.
day, sir. Bye. Take care of yourself. Now you got the answer that you were looking for, because now you can hear the ladies in the comments say it. They all said no. And they keep saying no. So now you see that it's not just me. It's actually reality for you. And I thought that men said that they want logic. Y'all want facts over feelings. Y'all don't want emotion. I really was not trying to be funny. I really wasn't. I was really, he sounded like, you know what I'm saying? He had some type of intellect to him. I was really trying to help him. Like he really thought I was trying to be funny. And I swear I was not. Y'all know when I roast men, what I do to them. I was not even trying to do that to him. I was really trying to be nice. I was really trying to be nice and help him. He told me to seek healing. I was trying to help heal him. There's a reason why he's bald-headed and alone. There's a reason why he doesn't have a relationship. It's a reason why all of those things. And I was really trying to help him. For real, I really was. I'm sorry, Robbie. I love you, brother. Let me send you some love and healing. For real, brother. Keep your head up. And if you do want a woman to do these things that you're asking, I would first save up to go to Turkey and get one of those turkey hair transplants. Because you can't be talking that crazy with no hair on your head. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it could just be me. I could be biased because, you know, I don't like men that don't have hair. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some hair on your head. You got to be able to have some brush waves or a cruddy cut or get a burst fade. You know what I'm saying? Low taper, high taper. You know what I'm saying? You got, or some locks. You know what I'm saying? 2-strand twist. You got to be able to do something. Like for me personally, if you don't got any hair, I'm thinking that God smited you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you don't have any hair. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, you know, men get real miserable when they can't wear a wave cap or a do-rag, you know what I'm saying? Or even a bonnet, dare I say. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers, Robbie. Thoughts and prayers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still blown that this man asked me to rate myself. Okay, so if you ask me to rate myself, right, and I say I'm a 10, you wouldn't believe me. Anyway, if I say, hey, you said rate yourself, what do you think you are? I think I'm a freaking 10. I think I'm this, that, and the third. You're gonna be like, oh no, you're not a 10. So then if I said, the only way you would believe me is if I said I was a 1. That's the only way you would believe anything I was saying. So why would I rate myself? Not to mention that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what one person like, another person don't like. But I'm objectively, I have hair. Let me just say that. Let me just keep going. I didn't rate myself. Still, Robbie. What would I rate myself for? What would be my purpose in doing that? Like, legitimately. No, I didn't do it. I was being sarcastic. Okay, if you didn't know, that was sarcasm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But hopefully you find what you're looking for, Robbie. You know what I'm saying? But I say, if you find what you're looking for, it's going to be at the old folks home when you're about 65 to 66 years old. That's going to be when you find it. And the only reason why you're going to find it then is because the women are going to be in early stage dementia. And they're not even going to know what's going on. Okay. Hey T. Sorry you came in on something crazy.
Nah, you good. You good. I was just listening. I was just listening to it and everything. But that's how a lot of men like that feel. Like, to me, when they talk like that, I go, yeah, say it out loud so other women can listen to you and go, red flag, red flag, red flag. He don't know that he don't know that he sound like a red flag, but he's perfectly aware of what he's doing. He wants to be in control of the relationship. He wants to be the dictator of the relationship. He wants the women to walk on eggshells around him, and like he said, in fear of losing him, where he gets all the benefits of the relationship. Men like that know exactly what they're doing. Men like that know exactly the type of women that they're looking for. They're usually looking for broken, unhealthy minded women that's desperate for a man. The fact that he even said just the presence, just you just breathing her air, she's supposed to be just so grateful and just give you this submission, already lets me know that he thinks he's the prize. And any man that feel like he's a prize is a red flag. But any cahoots,
Yeah.
should we submit to black men? Absolutely not. I wouldn't recommend no black women to submit to a black man. Absolutely not. I don't care how much you love him. I don't care how much he loves you. The submission, absolutely not. Submission requires a sense of brokenness. Submission requires for the man to be your dictator. Submission is something that slaves do. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. And that is not even a partnership. That's not even a relationship. You're basically just a woman that's there to supply him with servitude and vagina. And if you want to call yourself a girlfriend, let alone a wife, and that's all you're doing, then hey, by all means, but you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. With a, that's so unhealthy. Any man that says that he wants you to submit to him, that's an unhealthy man. What a man would like for you to cooperate with him. Now, cooperation is more healthy. And if you do the research with cooperation versus submission, is total opposite. Submission is unhealthy when cooperation is healthy, because that means that man earned your trust. He earned you to basically, I would say in a way, like when y'all sit down like real partners, you have a healthy dialogue. He respects your opinion. He values your opinion, and he values you. That is being cooperative, and that's what it should be in a healthy in a healthy marriage, because y'all supposed to move in one common goal, which is to be happy and healthy as possible. So with that being said, when a man wants cooperation from a woman, he will understand that is not something he should demand, not something he will ask. He will show the woman that he is safe, that he's a safe man. Not only he protect you from the outside world, you are also safe with him. So yeah, that's never good. And I basically answered the first thing I said when black men obsessed with submission is because they want dominance in a relationship. It's really that simple. They want to be in control of the relationship. They want basically for everything to go their way. So this way they can, like I said, get all the benefits of the relationship and don't ever have no fear of losing you. And you notice that's the funny part. They have no fear of losing you. So meaning that you're subject to any type of treatment. And usually that treatment is never good. When a man says he wants submissions from you, he's most likely going to abuse you. If black men want control, then aren't they fighting for the top spot amongst men? Because it's that easy. They're punks.
All right, I
They're
got you.
punks.
All right, I got you. I got you. All right, woke 504. Please get in the box. I'm waiting for you to get in the box, woke 504. And also Johnny Mike, both of y'all, I would appreciate it if y'all would get in the box, because both of y'all have said some very inflammatory things. And I would love for y'all to get in the box and challenge what T Scorpio said and also what I'm about to say. But first let me go up here to TT. Go ahead, TT. Oh, I gotta switch your timer. I gave you too much. All right. Go ahead, TT.
Hi. Thank you for having me. So, that Robbie kid was funny because just the few, minutes he was talking and the interaction you have with him, you could tell his personality. He's as boring as they come. It's like talking to a wall. So the mere fact that he thinks it's present, is gonna be enough. When just talking to him, I would literally fall asleep. So the level of delusion that, these men have gotten to needs to be studied because, and sometimes I say I don't blame them because imagine your whole life you've been told that you can be mediocre, do absolutely nothing, personality, skills, all of that. Just have to make money and women will, gravitate towards you or women will want to be with you. I don't blame them because that's what the lie they've been told. So hence they're expecting that. And that's why they get so angry when they don't get those results because that's all they've been told. But why are black men obsessed with submission? I always say this. Obviously, we know the society that we live in, right? Black men are rated the lowest in society wise and then like earning. I say when it comes to the hierarchy. Obviously it's white men, then is I think Asian men, then so on and so forth, and like black men are the last. So in their day-to-day life, they are not number one in a lot of things. So the only place that they feel like they're in charge or feel like they're king or feel some type of, power and superiority is relationships. So hence why they get so obsessed with submit, 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 submit. I'm the leader. I'm the leader. I'm the leader. I'm the head. Is because they're not getting any type of seniority in a lot of spaces. So that's where they really get it. That's why they get obsessed with it.
All right,
But
all right, I got you. Let me say this, y'all. There's a guy in the comments. I think his name was like Johnny or something like that. And he said, hold on, y'all. Hold on. He said that black women should listen to what God said. And I really hate like black men that look like they pay for pussy that always want to talk about what God said. You ain't listen to what God said even when you was a little kid and your mother was making you go to church. You ain't listen to what God said. You out here with kinky twists in your head. You know what I'm saying? And with added Marley hair in it because I see how it's sticking out like that. That is like Marley hair that you got in there. You got in kinky twist, bro. A throwback passion twist. And you over here talking about what black women should be doing. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, I really be scared of some of the things that y'all say and do, because legitimately, sir, you have on a ball cap, kinky twist, passion twist, and mirrored sunglasses. Mirrored sunglasses. I thought only racist white men wore mirrored sunglasses, but here you are, you got it on. What are we talking about, man? What be wrong with y'all? Like, I really just don't even understand. Like, y'all, a lot of y'all be unhinged, and you mean to tell me you think a woman's supposed to submit to you? And you can't even dress yourself properly? You got on a doggone mirrored sunglasses and passion twist? Man, if you don't stop playing with me, let me just keep going. Cause he blew me. He blew me. Like, I just couldn't even believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my freaking eyes. But let me just keep going. Go ahead, Ken. You had something to say, Ken?
Hey y'all, hi
Hey.
ladies. I just want to add my 2 cents. I pretty much agree with what TT was saying. I think all roads lead back to patriarchy. And I believe that BLK men have been promised a sense of superiority over women, whether it is a conscious ideology or a subconscious ideology. A lot of men feel like they should have some sort of dominance within society. And so when BLK men are not afforded the same level of dominance that YT men have, they try to, I feel, find that dominance in other areas of their life. And one area of their life is with women. They believe that they should be superior to women. Obviously, not all. I know some people cannot think critically. So I have to preface by saying that not all BLK men, not all men. But I do think a vast majority of BLK men do believe that they should have a sense of superiority over women. And so when it comes to relationships, they want that level of submission because they have been conditioned that way. That is the way that society has conditioned them. That is what they have been led to believe. And that has been their promise in society, in America specifically, when it comes to women. So that's why I feel like they're always fighting for dominance or fight. We're talking about BLK women are not submissive, quote unquote, or whatever, you know. But in the end, I think it comes down to partnership. I see my time is running out, but I think some of these qualities that BLK men look for, like the other guy was saying a few minutes ago around cooking and cleaning, that doesn't have to be a product of submission. That can just be a product of partnership. Whatever y'all want to do, you know, if the woman just so happens to want to cook and clean and you pay the bills, then fine, as long as nobody's being taken advantage of.
All right. I got you, Ken. Yeah, I mean, you guys, like I said, I don't know. I was hoping that I would get, because all you ladies made sense, and I agree with the things that y'all said. When I have yet to have, because there have been a couple men that came on here, black men have yet to really give a good reason why they feel like black women should submit to them, other than the fact that they want as somebody that's going to serve them, which is an imbalanced power dynamic, while they don't do any of the serving. They just want someone that's going to stick around and be used up and abused and accept all of that just for the presence of them. And that right there is actually, when you think about that, that's crazy. That the majority of them only want to have a woman around to use her, to take advantage of her, and to do all of the things that they don't want to do, and do everything that benefits them while not pouring anything into the woman at all, which is exactly why I say that they're energy vampires. A lot of them. Now, of course, like Ken was saying, you should have to make the preface that not all men, but the majority of men, man, I do really feel like are energy vampires. And a lot of women are in imbalanced power dynamic relationships, and they just don't know. And just like Woke 504 says, I'm not asking a woman to submit. That's her choice. And it's my choice to keep her around or not. Any woman that keeps you around is already done. Because the fact that you're in my live with a cartoon pic talking this yin yang is already lets me know that you're already a broken man. Like, respectfully, you're already broken. And the woman is probably a reflection of you. The reason why she's with you is because she's broken too. And what happens is that men think that they're getting over, but when these women end up repairing themselves, that's when they end up leaving. That's how these guys that feel like Woke 504, they look up and they say, oh, my wife left me. It came out of nowhere. I don't know what happened. I can't believe it. It just came out of nowhere. Oh, she started sleeping with somebody at her job. She left me, or this, that, and the third. It's because that woman was broken when she got with you. She put herself together, and now you don't suit her purposes anymore. And now she left you and you didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? So that should already let you know that these type of men are mentally broken, busted, and disgusted. They don't have any success in their real life. They're not able to dominate other men. So they want to come over there to women and see if they can dominate the woman, because they themselves can never dominate another man. I'm about to block you, woke 504. Get up out my live, ugly. All right. So, because your cartoon pic is ugly. So if you can't even make an attractive cartoon pic of yourself, I already know that you're definitely whooped, chopped. It's very bad for you, because nobody looks ugly when they make up a cartoon pic. So if you look goofy in your cartoon pic, like, my God, what do you look like in real life, in real time? I know you ain't hitting on Nathaniel, baby. I know you're not. Cause ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that you took that picture, them little virtual pictures or whatever they called, avatars, and you look like that. Like, I don't even know. I can't even comprehend being unattractive in a cartoon pic. That don't even make no sense. Let me see here real quick. TT, you had something to say, and then I'm about to wrap this up, y'all.
Yes. So also I don't know if obviously everybody, knows like the definition of submission, right? It's literally yielding to the authority of what do you call it, somebody or power or whatever. Just like how I think Teresa or T said down there. So you're telling me to yield to your authority, meaning that my thoughts, my feelings, my way of thinking, none of that's going to matter. I will have to follow exactly what you say, what you think, what you feel, whatever the case might be. Looking at some of the way these men are talking in the comments, their vocabulary is not even up to par, which means that the intellectual is not there, which means that their comprehension skill is not there, which means that they can't even think or form or come up with, a good plan. Their vocabulary is filled with, the B word, the H word, bitches, hoes, this, that. Every other word is an F bomb, or it's like you hear them talk and it's so disgusting. And yet that's what they want you to follow, to yield everything of you and follow them when they can't even lead themselves to get up each morning, to even brush their teeth and wash their ass. So it's like you're asking somebody to do something that's not even, you are not even capable of. But it's so stupid to me. I don't have to literally yield everything to you. It's a partnership. You come with the ideas, I come with ideas. You marry her for a reason. You be in a relationship with her for a reason. You won't be with a relationship with nobody who cannot think for themselves. So clearly, that's an indication that they have autonomy over themselves and they know what they're doing. That's why you're with them. So how can you come and marry somebody and they tell them everything you're thinking, put it to the side? It's so stupid.
All right. I got you, TT. All right. Let me go up here to Imagine Lou. Is that how you say your name?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Wait, are you black?
Am I black?
Yes.
Nah.
Okay, have a great day. Bye. Get up out my life. I don't even know why you in here. Let me go find him in the comments. I don't talk to non-black people. Imagine Lou, you see black people on this picture. What would make you feel comfortable enough to comment in my comment section and start talking? This is not for y'all. Get out of here. Like, I really need y'all to know this. I have to say it every so often. I do. Now, other people, this is not representative of anybody that's on the panel. Me, triggered. I do not talk to white people or non-black people about nothing. Period. I don't have y'all on my panels. I don't talk to y'all. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I don't hear y'all perspectives about the black community, about black men, about black women. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all about nothing. Because I don't care. Okay, so you would never be welcome here. Like I said, it's plenty of other black women that do that. I don't. What I look like talking to white men about black men and black people? What? I'm not a raccoon. Would they ask your black behind about their people and let you give your thoughts and perspectives? No, they wouldn't. So why are you doing it? I don't talk to y'all, and y'all are really obsessed with black people, because I would never see a thumbnail of two white people and go in there and want to talk. For what? It's something wrong. It's something mentally wrong with y'all, bro. But a lot of people get mad at me about this. I said this earlier. A lot of people get mad at me. A lot of people unfollow me. I didn't fell out with a lot of my TikTok friends because of this stance, but I don't care. I would never budge. I do not talk to nobody that's not black about black business. And I'm only ever talking about black business because I don't care about nobody else's business. I don't care about white tea people. I don't care about Asian people. It's not that I hate these people. It's not that I want anything bad for them, that you know what I'm saying? But I don't care about what they got going on. What they got going on is what they got going on. All I care about is black women and black girls. And of course, I let black men up here sometimes for entertainment purposes or whatever, or to give y'all another perspective so y'all can see what I'm talking about in reality. But I'm never talking to nobody that ain't black. So I really don't know what to say. So if you're listening and you're not black, don't comment, because if I catch you, I'm blocking you. If you come up in this box and I hear your voice and I know you're not black, or I ask you if you black and you say you're not, or I suspect you're not, you getting blocked. So understand that and respect that, or don't. But either or, you won't be here. Period. And to be honest with you, when I see other black women do it, it really makes me sick. But I'm not the black enforcer, so I can't make other people do it. I'm just saying that I do it. And I do look at you a little funny, but I won't say nothing. I don't do it. That's it. For real. Because once again, where are white people and Asian people and other races of people, Latinos, white Latinos, asking you for your thoughts and perspectives about their community? Or would they tell you to get your black behind up out of there and call you nappy headed or some other type of slur? And you know what I'm talking about. So stop it. Stop it. Don't do me. Anywho, I don't really have anything else to say. These men have really irritated me. I appreciate all of the women that came up here and gave y'all thoughts and perspectives. Y'all were always on point. I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to T Scorpio today. Haven't had a chance to talk to you in a little while. It's always good to hear from you. Thanks so much, TT. Also, thanks, Ken. I think it was somebody else that came up here too, man. But my mind just went blank. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. If you're a black woman and you're listening to this, I just want you to know that you're awesome, amazing, powerful. You are not defined by a man. You're not. And men, just because they have penises, are not supposed to be in control of you, in charge of you. You are in charge of yourself. You are very powerful. And a lot of people do not want black women to realize their power. That's the reason why they spend so much time trying to tell us that we are powerless. But we are not powerless. We are powerful. Remember that. Powerful means full of power. We are full of power. All we have to do is just realize that and unlock that. Okay? So just know this. I love you, sister. You. If you look in that mirror, if you're a black woman, you're a black girl, know that I love you. You always got somebody that's on your side. I will always be on your side. I will always fight for y'all with every breath in my body. Okay? Once again, this platform is for monoracial black women, but biracial women are also welcome. But I will always hyper focus on monoracial black women because we are often ignored and neglected and taken advantage of and put down and dehumanized. And we need a space simply for us. So just want to say that. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.